This week's portion, Bechukotai, focuses mainly on the blessings and curses that the people will experience if either they follow in God's ways or if they transgress God's commandments. What's interesting is that the list is imbalanced. There are only 10 sentences that describe the blessings that the people will experience, whereas there are 32 or so sentences which describe in great detail all the punishments and travails that the people will experience if they neglect to follow in God's ways. It's interesting even that the blessings are not so specific. They focus on the idea that God will bring rain at the right time, that there will be peace in the land, and a general statement, I will look with favor upon you, and I will cause my presence, God says, to dwell among you. Very, very general, but to the point, rain at the right time, peace in the land, God's presence with the people. Whereas the punishments that the people will experience are given in great, gross detail that should cause people to shake in their boots as they listen to this. In fact, in synagogue, traditionally, when that portion of curses is read, it's read all at once in one aliyah, and the Torah reader is supposed to read it quickly and quietly, not to tempt the evil eye, as a sense of superstition that if we listened to this and the Torah reader went slowly and in a regular tone, then perhaps we ourselves today might experience these curses. The question, though, is from human nature and psychology. Why is it that the list of blessings is so short and such and more general than the list of curses? And in fact, was that list of curses as effective as perhaps God intended it to be? In other words, if God intended this list to scare people into being good, how effective really was it when we know throughout the rest of the Bible that the people constantly neglected God's ways? Perhaps the idea from this is that we need to focus on the blessings instead, and that the idea is perhaps that we don't need much in order to continue to follow in God's ways. If the rain comes at the right time, in other words, if we are successful and can provide for our family, if there is peace in the land, and then we have God's presence with us, all of that is really all we need in order to have a sense of blessing. That's all we ask for in our lives today, that we are able to provide for our families, that we can experience peace between our neighbors and in the world, and we can experience God's presence in our lives. May that be our blessing today and always. Shabbat Shalom.